Okay guys, yeah, I wasn't at the hairdresser since my last video, but we took $30,000 almost out of our current $1.5 million short hedge position, which is now in a remaining unrealized profit of $80,000. And especially with the election coming up in a little bit more than 24 hours, guys, the markets are going to move quite heavily. And what we are seeing right now is that Bitcoin is still below our very, very important downward sloping support and resistance line here on the weekly and the daily time frame. And as we said in our last video, if Bitcoin is actually not able to close above this level, it might get very, very bearish very quickly, especially if something happens that a lot of people in the crypto market did not expect. And this is the election, right? The election is something where we have seen in the last couple of days and weeks on crypto Twitter a massive amount of hype. In the international betting markets, as you can see here on Polymarket, for example, Trump had a 66% win chance against Harris's 34%. I mean, yes, this looked extremely bullish, and a lot of people shared it as it would be bullish news, right? That Trump has a much higher likelihood of winning. The real numbers and the real probabilities are a lot closer together than 66 to 34%. So a lot of people FOMO'd into crypto over the last couple of days, especially, and over the last 1 to 2 weeks, because they are pretty much betting and hoping for the fact that Trump wins, as a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space see Trump as the much more bullish candidate, everything crypto, right? So now we have two scenarios. First of all, that a lot of people, as in general, buy the rumor, sell the news, right? A lot of that already happened. So a lot of people were in the market and were just maybe betting on the fact that Trump would win, as the likelihood of Trump winning was portrayed as extremely high on all crypto Twitter and so on and so on. Although in reality, the estimations and the probabilities are a lot closer together. If we have now a good scenario for crypto, at least, because a lot of the people in crypto, right, they believe that Trump is the more bullish candidate, which definitely can be the case. So they are hoping that Trump wins. If Trump wins, it still might lead to the fact that a lot of people already bought Bitcoin before. They expect a massive hype. Everyone is already in the market. A few people start selling because they see there's not really any interesting price movement happening, although Trump won, and then we see a correction. On the other side, we could, on top of that, have a scenario where theoretically Trump loses, which would, for the crypto community and everyone, would view this as extremely bearish for the price, right? People like ZZ, right, from Binance, he already said that he thinks both candidates are actually fine. It will not have such a large impact on the cryptocurrency space itself. But a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space definitely have the opinion that if Harris wins, that would be negative for crypto. So if that actually happens, right, which we can never know if it happens or not with 100% certainty for sure, then we would definitely have a very, very bearish momentum in the charts, and that's why I am staying in my short hedge position. I can already tell you I am also more than willing to double this trade up if a bearish election for cryptocurrency, right, at least occurs. And in such a scenario, I think also a lot of people will jump the ship and will just get out of Bitcoin, but especially also smaller altcoins, as if crypto is not 100% friendly viewed upon, right, by the US government, it's likely that especially smaller coins might be caught up in like security lawsuits or any kind of stuff like that. So the focus will go even more to Bitcoin, which would also be a reason why the Bitcoin dominance then could reach here the 65-66%. And only then, when the Bitcoin dominance actually starts reversing, when the retail is coming in again, when the USDT dominance is actually getting very strongly suppressed to the downside, right? Right now we wicked right before the 0.618 to the upside again. When the USDT dominance actually for the long term turns around and really starts moving to the 4% level again, that's the time when we can then expect Bitcoin to also explode. So for me, yeah, I know we have the election, and I hope it goes well for everyone of us. I will make a video, but as in a bullish scenario, I have my hodl portfolio and everything like this. I am going to stick in this short hedge trade for now, because for me, everything else seems just a little bit too risky with this immense discrepancy between the reality of the election percentage and likelihoods and what was happening on international betting markets at some time. Because even if the international betting markets all think that one person is going to win, this will actually not be counted as a real vote in the election. So it doesn't really matter for who actually wins then at the end. So the only thing that this actually leads to is a lot of hype and people buying in with FOMO, right? And these people will exit the same way they bought, with fear. So if we correct, they will be out of the market quicker as they bought in. So that's why I am very careful. That's why I think the next 48 hours will be highly, highly interesting. I think chart-wise, the only thing you can keep an eye on right now a little bit is the downward sloping resistance, right? If we can close our daily candle above that, above like the $69,000 level, that would at least be a slightly bullish scenario, because we are retesting this old high point and also these old high points. We are confirming them with a bigger wick as support, and we would have the chance with the next weekly candle, although this weekly candle would have closed bearish then, right? The weekly candle would have closed bearish, but not so bearish that the daily could not actually turn the next weekly candle around, even though it would be going a little bit against what the weekly time frame is showing us. Just because, as already said, on the monthly or even on the smaller time frames, on the daily and the 1 hourly, 4 hourly, it would be actually a successful bounce and a successful continuation with a breakout above the old high point, right? Which would then definitely be a bullish sign for Bitcoin. But this has not happened yet. As said, make sure to subscribe, activate the bell, leave a thumbs up so you don't miss out on my next upload, which will be right after the election. I think there will be some very interesting scalp trading opportunities. I will also keep you up to date in my Levex exclusive content, which is absolutely for free. As you guys know, you just need an account on Levex. Even if you are signed up with a different YouTuber's affiliate link or something like that, it doesn't matter. You just go on Levex, you just go to the search bar where you can also find the trading pairs. You search for CryptoMo, you go to my profile, you follow me there, and from there you receive my updates. As always, you can see my live trade here. You can see if I scaled it up, if I adapted my stop loss, take profit or anything like that. And yeah, besides this, I'm keeping you up to date in my videos about most of the stuff I'm doing, if it's possible, for sure, time-wise. Anyways, but now we're going to see us in the next one, guys. Good luck for the upcoming 36 hours pretty much. See you. Bye-bye.